You know, when I was reading this, I didn't really read it kind of like as Apollo versus Dionysian. I mean, I did, but I know a lot about, you know, Jay-Z and Kanye as artists. So, like, the way I was reading it is, you know, the title is The Cultural Impact of Kanye West. So I was reading it as, you know, Kanye style, Jay-Z style. And, I mean, if you know about Jay-Z as an artist, you know, back in the 90s, he was more like Kanye. I mean, he still had an intellectual side, but his album Reasonable Doubt, it was all about, you know, a hustler from the street, you know, sold cocaine, saw the murders, things of that nature, but at the same time, he acknowledged that he was trying to get away from that. He used, you know, cocaine, drug dealing as a way to get out and, you know, find success in the rap industry. And now, you know, with, you know, like Watch the Throne, Magna Carta, Holy Grail, things of that nature, it's more of an Appalachian type of, you know, approach to the music. But Kanye, you know, throughout his career, it's all been based on, I guess, natural desires. You know, if you look at his albums, I know it's kind of all passion driven. I mean, he mentioned, you know, snatching the award from Taylor Swift. I mean, it's all off impulse. So, you know, the way I read it is kind of, you know, Kanye represents the Dionysian side, and then Jay-Z has a Dionysian side as well, but he is more Appalachian. And then Dr. Bailey mentions, I'm not sure what part it was in the Jay-Z, but he said, actually I can find it. He says, okay, he says Jay-Z is challenging both the secular and religious authority. So, you know, he acknowledges the passion and he acknowledges the intellectual side, and he's kind of playing them off of each other. And like that speaks to Jay-Z's style, in my opinion, how he came from that type of passion-driven thing to, you know, the intellectual side. So that's how I read it personally, just Apollo and Dionysius and, you know, Kanye and Jay-Z.
Could Kanye use more Apollo?
Definitely, I think he could. But I think that's part of Kanye's appeal, and that's part of his cultural impact. You know, as Kanye West, everything is passion-driven. You know, we look at Kanye and we don't think he's using his brain, but you know, he might be. But the way we look at Kanye is that everything is off passion, and maybe you should take a step back and think for a minute. But I think that's part of his appeal and part of why, you know, this is even a discussion in the first place, his impact through his passion and natural desires.
And going back to the idea of the author, would it really even be Kanye anymore if he wasn't passion-driven like we know him?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be Kanye. You know, telling Kanye that, you know, maybe you should take a step back and use your Appalachian sense, I mean, it wouldn't be Kanye anymore, and I think Kanye have a problem with that. He probably wouldn't listen to me, so.
In many respects, this room right here is the Appalachian to Kanye's Dionysian. And the whole notion of songwriting and creativity is just a wild frenzy of emotion that, you know, gets put down and obviously put out there in a video, and then this right here is the end result, the forms that get structured from the chaos.
Well, and it is this sort of thesis, antithesis, synthesis kind of situation, it seems to me, that someone puts out something else and then it's grabbed up and then it's talked about and then perhaps, you know,
so in that way,
comes out.
author intent really is irrelevant.
I think so.
Yeah.